if the Niners have a lead in the fourth quarter, Brock Purdy, they're not going to lose that game because they're so good when they have leads.
That's not true. No way, Charles. The Chiefs are like the best team ever when they play in a deficit. We have like a million and one
Yeah,
record.
Brock Purdy's undefeated when he has a lead in the fourth quarter.
Brock
So
Purdy, he loses by 3 points. He offs himself and he
something
loses.
has to give, right?
I ain't in the mood, I ain't hit the groove, I ain't hit a move.
This meeting is being recorded.
Wow, that was wow. Anyways,
Okay.
I think that was me. My bad. I think that was my computer.
I didn't realize Sam's audio would
didn't realize
include that.
Dude, I have no clue what's gonna happen before you do it. So
It's funny. I've never even heard that audio clip when we start. It was
Yeah.
always. I remember you guys mentioning it.
that's
But
so weird.
anyways, welcome back to A Win is a Win podcast. This is episode 49. A little bit of a reference there. I don't know. We might get into that in just a second, but we are excited because we're finally getting an episode out before the Super Bowl. We made an emphasis to do this. We put it off for a little while. It's been a couple weeks. We've had some busy times in our lives. As you can see, Sam's in a new location at the moment, so he's been pretty busy, but we're here today because we're ready to talk about the Super Bowl, which is in a couple of days from when we are filming, between the 49ers and the Chiefs. I'm H Double with Maddie B and Samecookie as normal. And you guys got anything you'd like to say?
you stole the intro, you little piece of work.
Well, you did it the last two times, so I thought I should take it this time.
Ooh.
Give you a little break, you know?
But that's
no.
what they broke, don't fix it, you know?
Oh, you're saying that? Never mind. Anyways, would you like to say anything else?
What I'm saying is it wasn't broke, but that's okay. Charles already got mad at me because I stole his joke for our episode, so
Oh, that's true too.
I'll stay with having you do.
I have to say though, it's a compliment though, because it's wise of you to think of this joke as well. So
That's true.
I have to give my props, I will say.
We're already off to a bad start. You two are arguing. I don't think that's good.
Typical, huh?
That's never good. Yeah.
There are some bullets in the chamber for you. Do not worry, my dog.
Not for me, but for you, Charles.
Balls, little.
Little spitballs like across the cafeteria table.
Well, no, not spitballs. I want to do like the paintballs that like I frozen the night before.
Oh gosh,
Those hurt.
Yeah.
Matt's ready to blast us, Sam.
Dang, yeah, Matt's on a vengeance or something.
I'm just pulling a page out of Kevin's book. Good old Kugan. That's what he would do.
That's true. Yeah. Charles is getting on his last nerve.
I'm just ready. I'm ready to talk about I did forget to mention we're gonna also recap the conference championship games. I'm ready to get the AFC one done now. The way I will admit. So
let's just go into it then.
Well, wait. I got something though. I think you guys forgot.
We got to do our rookie campaigns.
Yes. I'm glad Matt remembered.
Right.
Yes. Since it's been so long since we were all together when we filmed, I've been storing this for a while, but it is time. If you remember the last episode that Sam was with us, which I think was just 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
I mentioned we're doing an NBA career simulation on one of my old NBA games, and I recapped all where we got drafted and what team and all that, and you can go back to listen to that in the intro of that episode. But this is the rookie year for all of us. This is what happened. And I will start with, who should I start with?
Samecookie.
Samecookie. All right, so
he was drafted, correct?
What'd you say?
He was the highest drafted.
No, I think I was.
Oh,
yeah.
I was on the Bulls, though. I remember that.
Yeah, Sam.
Happy about that.
Sam did get drafted to the Windy City, Chicago Bulls, trying to replicate MJ.
Yeah.
Carry on the legacy. Yep. So, Sam, you played in 67 games.
Okay.
And you started in 66 of them. You missed 15 games because you broke your foot at some point. But
not good.
You just qualified for all the awards, which I might get into in a second. You played enough games to qualify for awards. But, Sam, should I start with your individual stats or the team stats? Like how your record and stuff like that. What do you want to hear first?
How about like individual stats?
You played 39 minutes a game.
Wow.
Yeah, your coach loved you, I guess.
Dang, yeah, I guess so.
Sam, you averaged 18.9 points a game,
Ooh, that's pretty good.
hit 3.6 rebounds a game,
Oh,
and
okay.
5.2 assists.
That's not bad, I guess.
You averaged about a steal and a half as well, and 2.7 turnovers. A little high on the turnovers, but that's all
Yeah,
right.
that's-
You did play like 40 minutes a game, so that's not that bad.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good stat line for a rookie, though.
Shot 41.5% from the field,
Mm.
36% from three. That's not too bad.
Ooh, okay.
71% from the line. That's not great. You need to get
That's-
that up a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad.
It's not too bad, but it's not great. I expect 80%. So
Yeah.
you, sir, were a 2-time rookie of the month in the Eastern Conference.
Ooh, okay, nice.
You also started in the rookie challenge game.
Did
like
I?
the All-Star, yeah. And you made the all-rookie first team.
Whoa.
But you did not win rookie of the year.
Oh,
You lost to Dwight Howard. Throwback.
Howard.
Rookie Dwight Howard.
What? He was drafted with us?
Well, this is 2004, man.
Oh,
He was.
2004.
Yes.
Dang.
Okay, your team went 40-42, and you were the 8 seed, so you just snuck into the playoffs. And you
Nice.
guys actually won round 1 in 7 games. And you got eliminated in the semifinals in 6 games. So in
Dang.
13 total playoff games, Sam, you averaged 23.8 points a game. So you stepped it up a little bit.
Oh, that's impressive.
3.5 rebounds, 4.8 assists. You shot 47.9% from the field. You upped it by like 6%, which is a lot. You shot 46% from 3, so you upped that by 10%. And 80% from the line. So you were on one in the playoffs.
I was like playoff Sam.
So Sam, that was a dub of a rookie year for you. Let's move on to Matt.
Yeah, I
So
want to hear
Matt played for the Boston Celtics. Matt did play in every single game, Mr. Durable.
Ooh.
Really?
And
Wow.
You started in 8 games, so you got a couple, but you were mostly off the
Whoa.
bench.
Dang.
Dang.
Poor Matt.
You averaged about 23 minutes a game, so not nearly as much as Sam, but you're still getting minutes.
Fine. That's fine.
11.4 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 1.8 assists. You also averaged about a steal a game
Okay.
and 2 turnovers a game. So you had a higher turnover to assist ratio, so that's not very good. You shot 38% from the field, so that's not very good. You did shoot 39% from 3. That's pretty good. And 94% from the foul line. So
Whoa.
you cashed in.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Matt, you also made the rookie first team.
No way.
With Sam. Yeah, you did.
Matt and I were on the rookie first team together.
Yes, you were. So Matt, your team, the Celtics, you guys went 56-26. But here's the funny part. You were
We
the
lost.
1 seed, and you guys lost to Sam in round 1. Remember how I said that?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we beat Matt. Oh man.
Yes.
Celtics in round 1.
Matt in 7 playoff games averaged 19 minutes a game, 9 points, 2.7 rebounds, 1 assist per game, and 1.14 turnovers. So you had more turnovers than assists again. You also shot 41% from the field, 37% from 3, and you made all of your free throws in the playoffs. You were 100%. But
Dang,
you were
impressive.
eliminated round 1. A team with championship aspirations gone.
Oh no.
I just want to know what you put down for my stats because I don't know how I'm worse than Sam. PH.
We're all the same overall. It just, Sam got 39 minutes a game. That's all it was. You only got 23.
Yeah,
So
that's
I guess if you do the 48 minutes, I don't know what the stats would be. But I played
just
78
double.
games.
You just double it.
Yeah, so, but I didn't do that math, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I will. I played in 78 games. I missed 4 of them because I had a sore knee. I averaged 21 minutes a game, 10.3 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and I only turned it over once a game, 1.01. I shot 48% from the field, 39.7% from 3, and I also only shot 71% from the line, so I'm not very happy about
Man.
that. But
Matt's the free throw shooter.
yeah, I was a 4-time rookie of the month in the Western Conference because it was a little bit of a lighter conference in terms of rookies. I also started in the rookie challenge game with Sam, but I only made the rookie second team. I did not make the first team.
That's so weird.
And I think the reason why is because my team went 29-53 and we missed the playoffs.
Oh, what team were you on again?
The Warriors.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Hey, at least I'm in sunny California, but that's all I got going for me right now.
Oh, Charles, you got to play like right in that era before they start to really make a dynasty too. That's
Yeah, I think Jason Richardson's on that team, old Warriors, and I don't even know anyone else to be honest. I can't even remember. So those were our rookie seasons. Pretty interesting,
man.
pretty fun.
I got to ball out with not MJ. Who did I ball out around that time period in the Bulls?
Uh,
Carter?
Kirk Heinrich was on that team, and
Wasn't
Luol
Boozer?
Deng. No, Boozer wasn't there yet. That's
Was he
too
on-
old. Boozer was on the Jazz, I think.
Yeah, that's why I said Utah. Was he still on Utah?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
I don't even remember who else is on your team, Sam, but
That's fair.
you balled out, man.
No clue either. But yeah,
And here's another funny thing. So they're like your overall progresses or whatever when you play. Sam and I actually regressed already. So kind of like in real life, we've deteriorated after 1 year. So Sam and I went like 2 overalls down, and Matt stayed the same. So I'll have to see what happens with that. It's random. But Sam, you were on a 1 year deal. Matt and I were on 2 year deals, so we still have a year to go. The Bulls actually, you guys couldn't agree to terms. I guess you asked for too much money.
yeah, I guess I was greedy or something. I wanted more.
So
I was like, I want to be on a better team.
you signed with the LA Clippers and you got a bag. You got a 4 year, $32 million contract, which back then is a lot because Matt and I are only making like 2 mil or maybe less. You're making like over 8 mil a year now.
Yeah, that's 8 mil.
So
But-
you cashed out and you know you're regressing. So you
yeah,
got your bag and
yeah, that's cool that I'm in LA, I guess. But who wants to be on the Clippers?
well, money
mean-
talks.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to be on the Clippers like right now, but I think the 04 Clippers were pretty irrelevant.
Yeah, they definitely were. That team is not very good, but money talks. You got your bag. I guess that's all you really wanted.
Yeah, money talks, I guess. So I'm happy.
That's the rookie year. So I don't think this is going to last too long because if Sam and I continue to regress, we're going to be out of the league in like 5 years. So
Yeah,
I don't think this will be too much longer, but I will get like the next 3 years in the next episode for you guys,
Matt.
and I'll simulate it.
Matt's gonna have that journeyman role set in. His career is gonna be like 20 years.
I'm hoping I have the same journey that I did with LeBron back in the day. Me and Bron growing up together.
You did, man. You guys literally went to I think like 5 finals and won 2 of them. That's pretty good.
Yeah, me and Bron were boys back in the day. Not anymore, though.
You got Paul Pierce now. That's your bro on the Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
this is
Paul Pierce, he's going to teach me how to not turn it over as much, though.
yeah, the fact you're averaging 2 turnovers a game in 23 minutes isn't very good. Considering Sam only averaged a little more than that in 40 minutes a game, but
Hey,
That's
guess
fine.
who- not me.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't judge.
and Sam, you have bragging rights because you literally knocked his team out in round 1 in
That
7
is
games.
true too. That is true.
And you honestly 24 points a game in the playoffs is pretty good. And you shot 46% from 3. That's really good.
That is
Hey.
pretty.
They didn't play me in the playoffs. That's why we lost. Okay.
Yeah, you had to sit and suffer on the bench.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
You're like, let me guard Sam as he was torching you guys.
Dude, I said, let me guard Sam. I can lock up that boy in the corner. Don't worry.
That white boy corner jumper. You watch
Yes.
out for that.
It was hitting in the playoffs, like I said. You were
Yeah,
shooting at a
that's
high rate.
Dude, Martin was right. White boy in the corner.
White boy in the corner, yeah. Average 8 threes per game.
I'm pretty sure though I'm gonna have the worst career out of all of us, so that'll be fun.
It sounds like it, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I don't think I'm going anywhere and I'm regressing. So
Poor guy.
I'm happy for Sam that he had a killer first year. You should have won Rookie of the Year, honestly, but it's okay.
Did it say who won Rookie of the Year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
Dwight.
Oh,
Dwight
yeah,
Howard.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, you got robbed low key.
Dang.
It's okay though.
Shoots. I want to have that like Mac McClung role and just win like the dunk contest and go back to being irrelevant. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Mac McClung. Yeah, that was fun though. It was super fun when it was happening, and when I saw Sam going off in the playoffs, I was like, oh my gosh, because in Game 7 you put up 34 on the road in like a 5-point win. So
Oh man.
yeah, you balled out. And Matt had 2 points
Oh, poor Matt.
in
That's
game
Didn't-
7.
didn't play.
Yeah, you guys were up 3-2 also. So
I didn't play him enough.
Well, you know what, Charles? This introduction has gone on long enough because now we're going to talk about your team and the AFC Championship game. So, this is going to be fun. We need to keep it a little shorter because we've
All right.
already gotten 15 minutes in and we want the bulk for the Super Bowl. But we had a close game, a thrilling mud fight, as I like to call it, where the the Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift Chiefs beat Lamar Jackson and their team 17-10. And honestly, I'm not really going to have too much of a say other than I think the Chiefs were very good I think the Ravens beat themselves. I think the Chiefs played really well, but the Ravens beat themselves. That's all I'm going to say because I want you two to discuss a little bit. So, Sam, Charles, floor is yours.
I appreciate that you didn't mention that when you mentioned my team, you didn't mention how the other team was Sam's team. So thank you for that. Here,
No.
Matt, give me 1 minute and stop me.
Let's be honest here. It is Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift's team, okay?
Yeah, I really can't argue with that. All right, Matt, give me 1 minute, and once 1 minute's up, I'll stop so I don't go too long.
Okay, take like 2 seconds and go.
Okay. Lamar has to play better. I ripped Josh Allen last podcast with Matt because he should have won that game against the Chiefs. Well, Lamar played even worse. I don't know what he was thinking. There were so many like plays and pictures I saw where he could have easily taken off and ran. That's what makes him Lamar. He got way too, I think, in his head about the quarterback thing, how he has to throw from the pocket, blah, blah, blah. He's got to run. That's what makes him him. That's what makes him a 2-time MVP, his running ability. And I don't know why our OC decided not to call any runs. We had 6 rushing attempts all game. We were the best rushing team in the league. I don't know why we went away from that so fast. We could have easily been more, balanced with our attack. We could have ran the ball. Every play, it was shotgun. It was so predictable, so stale. Lamar, shotgun, back in the pocket, looking to throw. Oh, no one's open. Looking to throw. Throws it. And, yeah, that's all I got for now. Go ahead, Sam.
Oof. Well, as somebody in this chat likes to say a lot, womp womp, Charles. Sorry to see your team outperform like that, but it was kind of hard to watch. The Chiefs, the score doesn't do justice. The Chiefs definitely dominated, I think. I was very proud of my boys for stepping up.
Yeah, 67 yards is domination in the second half, but continue.
Well, that's besides the point. 67 yards is all we needed for, like you were talking.
It is. It's not domination, but it is right. It is what they need. Continue.
The Lamar-led offense that some offensive coach decided not to run when I really do agree the Ravens were by far the best rushing team in the league, and it baffles me why they chose to go against the rush for some reason. That's their brightest spot. But I mean, the defense took absolute advantage of every single time Lamar wanted to drop back in the pocket and throw some type of pass. And they definitely got burned on it. I mean, credit to Zay Flowers. He was very good as a rookie this year, but he made some pretty boneheaded plays more later on in the game. There was 2 that come to mind, but he did okay. Our defense really stepped up. I'm super happy for them. L'Jarius Sneed, he is an absolute dog. I don't know why I said it once, I'll say it again. I don't know why he wasn't first team All-Pro this year. He's like one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he's going to show everyone 2 days from when we're recording this. He's going to show everyone 2 days from recording this. He's going to shut down probably Debo. He's that good. Mahomes didn't need to do anything in the second half. The 67 yards or whatever that you said was more than enough. He could have had negative 60 yards, and we could have still won. We did amazing. Mahomes had like a perfect first half. I'll give it that. Our receivers did great, but I don't want to rant for too long.
You mean Travis Kelce did great?
Well, Travis did great. MVS caught a couple clutch passes. Our other receiver, Justin Watson, he had a really good pass too. So it was just a good game. And then Rashee Rice, the rookie that we have too, he's also a dog. He made some good plays.
Give me one more minute, Matt. You can time me again so I don't
I
go too long.
No, are we talking about Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
Sure.
Anyway,
Well, Taylor's boyfriend, Matt.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Just want to know who we're talking about.
Matt doesn't know exactly. He's got to use those outside references to understand who's who. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, okay.
But let me just say, besides the one play to Zay Flowers, and then obviously the fumble at the goal line, yes, if they scored a different game, probably we still didn't feel like we deserved to win. Besides that one big play, the passing offense just didn't work throughout the game. That there's nothing there, and it's just I don't know. We were the better team. We had Mahomes and company figured out. They got us in the first half. I mean, him and Kelsey, they came out ready to play. Maybe Justin Tucker lit a fire in them. I don't know. There was that whole pregame scuffle. They came out to play, but we got a feel for you guys. You got those 2 touchdowns, and we pretty much just shut you guys down after that. Yes, you had a field goal in the half, but it was 2 penalties, dumb penalties, 30 free yards. To be honest, you probably don't get a field goal there if that doesn't happen. We had you guys locked up. We had you figured out. We had the opportunity to win. We had easily a chance to win, and Lamar sucked, and that's all I got to say. He sucked. I thought he was different. Unfortunately, he's not, at least until he proves it. I mean, I can't defend 10 points in the AFC Championship game, and I just can't, at home, I can't defend that. If you hold Patrick Mahomes to 17 points, I'd feel great about our chance to win. So, Lamar, man, you're my guy, but I'm disappointed. I mean, I really am. He sucked. I mean, he really had to step up, and he didn't. So
That's well said, Charles. I'll respect you for that. The Ravens really should have played a lot better than they actually were as a team. But the one play that I always think back to whenever I think of recapping the AFC Championship game was that Lamar boneheaded play throwing to triple coverage to Isaiah.
That's when I knew. I was like, yeah, what is he doing? What is he doing?
It was hard to watch, honestly. Kevin and I were watching that game together, and we were just both kind of dumbfounded when that happened. Obviously, on the happier side when that happened, but yeah, no, it was kind of hard to watch.
I think we can say that the Ravens did play better than the Chiefs. Like, they were the better team because they lost the turnover battle, still had an opportunity to tie the game, right? But the thing is, even if you are the better team on paper and during the game, if you can't put points on the board, you can't win. And that's exactly what happened. So we'll move on to the next game just because we do want to spend majority of the time on the Super Bowl matchup. This game, man, the H-double and Pilarski home just got absolutely destroyed, crushing defeats, because the Lions basically pulled an Atlanta Falcons, and they were up big in San Francisco at halftime, and it came crumbling down in the third and fourth quarter. Granted, should the Lions receivers be part to blame? I think so. You had about 3 key drops in that would have kept drives going, but we did know the Lions defense was a little suspect, and it showed up in that second half when the 49ers were able to come back. And the 49ers ended up winning, 34-28, I believe is what it was, if I'm correct?
34-31.
34-31, oh, because they got a field goal. 34-31. So it was a barn burner. It was an exciting game. But the Lions, I would say, lost this more than the 49ers won, I would say maybe. But our boy Brock Purdy did show up in that second half. Things were not going well and ended up working out well. You know, remind me of a little bit?
The Ravens.
First Falcons, first half, not going well for the GOAT, TB12. Second half, in the third quarter, turn it on. Get a little turnover here and there. Next thing you know, Super Bowl champions. Not saying that Brock Purdy is Tom Brady, but there is a little bit of that moxie in them that, hey, we're down, but we're not out.
Hey, I do just have to say, those two games have something in common, like majorly in similarity in common. they both had crazy improbable catches that if they don't happen, they probably both lose. So
That's
because
true.
the Edelman catch in with that game, don't know how that's just absurd. And then the Ayuk catch, just crazy luck that went their way. I mean,
Mhm.
if those plays don't happen, there's a good chance neither of those teams probably win, or at least
That's
it's
true.
way more. Yeah, because both those plays could have been picks too. Like the Edelman catch could have been a pick to potentially, and so could have obviously the Brock Purdy play hit the guy right in the helmet.
And then, I mean, going back to one that hurts my heart still, little helmet catch from David Tyree, right? I mean,
That was a dot though. He put it right up where he needed to by Eli. It was. The defender didn't have his hands on it.
It was done well.
It was like right there.
I mean, sure, but it's the same type of thing, right? You do need a little bit of luck, or like when the Seahawks, right? They should have ran the ball with Marshawn, but we forget about the play that happened before, which was that crazy catch by I believe it was Doug Baldwin, right?
I do remember that. Yeah, crazy catch.
Right. So I think there are those moments that you do need a little bit of luck, just like. Do I think it was a little lucky that Zay Flowers was like half a foot short before the ball punched out? Yeah, but guess what? You need that luck to win games. And I do think the Lions, their luck ran out. It was gone. It was spent.
It was spent. I just don't know if the comparison to Zay Flowers in his play was good, though. I think it was a rookie mistake than anything.
Oh, it's the same.
I wouldn't call that bad luck.
If you're half a foot short from the goal line, that's bad luck.
Yeah, but he was half a foot short of the goal line. He should have held onto the ball.
Well, if he has that half second where Snead doesn't punch it, he's going to be in because he's in the air and he's going to get in.
Yeah.
But,
well,
like you said, he could have tucked it and maybe not dove for it, and you would have been at the one and probably could have ran it in,
Yeah,
so.
But he went forward and that score.
So.
Well, we don't have to. Yeah, I thought we were done talking about that. So.
We are.
Well, actually, no. It was Matt who brought it up. But anyways.
Hey, lucky plays, okay? Because the Lions, to me, they got really unlucky, and those drops that they had in the third and fourth quarter by their receivers were so untimely because they had looked sure-handed, and 3rd and 10, Goff put those things on a dot. Like they were literally in the hands of the receivers, and they just dropped it, and that really kills momentum. And I think, that's sometimes what you need to get things going. And I think that really helped the 49ers. Granted, did their defense play a lot better in the second half? They did. They finally got to Jared Goff, everything like that. But, man, it was hard to watch the Lions crumble like that.
Well, I think obviously it was an amazing season. It was a great story. And I do think this Lions team will be back. I still have questions about Jared Goff overall as being the guy. I mean, I think you can win a Super Bowl with him. I do think he's good enough for that. But, you have to play in a cold playoff game and maybe like a Lambeau because I think the Packers are going to be really good. Maybe something like that. I don't know if I trust them. But, this team's going to be back. They built such a good, culture there, good core. And so obviously the future is bright. But now I think you got to start thinking championships now for the Lions. Championships are bust after this season because of how close they were to get into the Super Bowl this year. And the Niners, I don't know, man. They haven't looked like themselves these playoff games. They've looked a lot different. But the thing that I've taken away is they've really figured out how to win these games that they couldn't win beforehand because of Shanahan's record when trailing. So that's a good sign. But they haven't looked quite the same. So I wonder about that, and we'll obviously get into our Super Bowl stuff soon. But yeah. It was tough for Lions fans, though. It was a tough game.
I just wish Autumn was here to give her take on the game. I'd be curious
how
the household looked when
she had a headache the next morning.
Let's just say we're going to hear anything from Autumn at the Lions until maybe July. So
that might be true too.
Hey, she can update her fantasy team name to championship, please. Remember how it used to be playoffs? Now I think it should be championship.
It should be championship
or Super Bowl. Either one works. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you guys now that the Lions finally had a taste of what a championship feels like, they need to go further now. you go all the way.
I do wonder if they're cursed though, because I mean I don't know how they blew that game. Still, it's kind of mind-boggling, but
I don't know.
whatever. Enough
It
of
was
that.
sad to watch, definitely. A Chiefs Lions matchup in the Super Bowl would have been golden.
Oh, now
Let's
would
go
it have?
back. We have a rematch, 49ers and Chiefs, and that's where we're gonna talk about. We have about 15, 20-ish minutes. We're at about the 30-minute mark. So let's kind of just dive into it. Let's talk about these two teams. Obviously, I think you have great matchups throughout the field. You have a lot of skill position players on the 49ers that I think we would say are a little better than what the Ravens had, I would say, just from a skill possession group. So I think that'll be a fun matchup for the Chiefs defense to kind of figure out, because we do know the Niners are going to run the ball with Christian McCaffrey, and he's not just a running back. He also is a wide receiver, catches a lot of passes out of the backfield. Sam would know because that man carried his fantasy team to a championship this year. So
You're
Sam
right.
should do very well.
You're absolutely right.
But then on the flip side, you have probably one of the best quarterbacks that we have seen in recent years in Patrick Mahomes with his little best friend, the little miniature Brady Gronk duo, Mahomes and Kelsey. So that's a good matchup to see. And it seems like the drops that the Chiefs wide receivers have been having have suddenly disappeared, but there is an X factor making his appearance. And that is our boy Kadarius Toney.
Oh, dude.
Could he be the key to a win or a loss for the Chiefs? That is going to be very interesting.
He's not. Oh, he's not playing. Oh, he's not playing on Sunday.
Oh.
There's no chance.
That is what you think. So
I think if Andy Reid gives him the okay to play on Sunday, I think his job's gonna be in question. That would be such a boneheaded move by him. Why would you do that? You have a hot hand in the Chiefs team right now, and you play the worst receiver in the league. For what?
Do you not remember what he did last year? He's kind of a Super Bowl demon. Remember that punt return? That was pretty good.
Well,
And he caught a touchdown.
you were singing his praise last year. Are you saying he lived long enough to become the villain?
Oh, very much so.
Oh,
You can't just forgive him for having a whole entire year of being awful.
so Sam, he does a kick return for a touchdown or a punt return for a touchdown, and that either wins the game for you guys or makes it close. I want to hear nothing from your mouth. I want to hear that he is bad and terrible and you want him off the team.
I'll just say it's fine. He can watch us win a Super Bowl from the sidelines. We'll give him a little Super Bowl ring because we feel bad for him. Ship him to some random team in the offseason. But we don't need him for Sunday. I'm sorry. He did make a great punt return last season for win the Super Bowl, and he also caught a Super Bowl pass. But we have other people that are just totally fine in doing both those things. So we're good. We're golden.
Any more thoughts on Kadarius Toney, Charles? Is he the X factor for the Chiefs?
I kind of don't know if he's going to play that much. Honestly, I think they are. I think internally they're scared. I think Andy Reid's scared. I think Matt Nagy's scared. I think they're scared to play him.
What are you talking about?
They're scared to play him because of what you said. He's had a terrible year. He's made boneheaded decisions. He's dropped passes. He's been offsides on touchdown plays. A receiver being offsides is just unacceptable, by the way, because you always have to check with the ref, and he didn't do it. I don't know why. Anyways, I think they're scared to play him, honestly. So I don't think he's going to play much.
I wouldn't say scared. I would say more just like sold on his skill being off the cliff from last season. He has no skill. He can't signal to a referee. He can't catch the ball. What can he do for us?
I know what he can do. Here's what I would do if I'm Matt Nagy. I say, you know what you're going to do, Kadarius Toney? You're going to take up space on the field. You're just going to stand there, decoy. That's what I tell you.
He's our team cheerleader.
No, what I would do is I would have him at least do either punt returns or kick returns. So at least that one, you can't be offsides as a punt returner or kick returner. Yeah. And you can't false start either. So,
well, I mean, it would be great if he got the ball, not even from kicking it, but the problem would be catching the ball from someone kicking it. If he can't catch the ball from Patty throwing it to him 10 yards down the field, then there's no chance he's going to catch the ball punting 50 yards away.
Okay, here's
Ouch.
would we rather have Sam Cookie line up as a wide receiver in the Super Bowl or Kadarius Toney? Who's more trustworthy? Who's going to catch the pass first?
That's not even fair to
No, it is a question.
an average Joe.
Whoa.
Okay, I am saying some
Yeah.
some hot takes, but I mean, he would smoke me. I don't have hands in the first place, and I run like a third of his speed. I'll just be honest.
You haven't even tried running with pads on or a helmet either, so I wonder what
Yeah,
that'd be
no.
like. I want to see your 40 time with pads on.
While I don't have cleats too, though, so that might add extra like a mile an hour or two for my speed to have cleats on instead of just regular tennis shoes.
That is, yeah, there you
Might
go.
help me out.
Whoa.
So- You want to know what's great for the 49ers, about the Super Bowl? And, what's just great for them in general? It's a clean slate. Every game is a new clean slate. Obviously, like I said, the Niners haven't looked like themselves, but this is a clean slate. They can right all the wrong in this one game. That's that football's it's so big. Such an emphasis on every week is just a new week. Every game's a different game because it is only once a week. It's not, the grind of baseball or basketball. You have a multiple a week, that kind of thing. You have, time, especially the Super Bowl, you got 2 weeks to get ready. With that being said, I think the Chiefs are still going to win.
Do you think that 49ers are the Chiefs, though?
I think the Chiefs. I've tried my hardest inside my soul, inside my psyche, inside my mind to pick the 49ers. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't pick them. And here's why. I think the Chiefs defense is legit. I think it's easily top 5. And obviously the Ravens had some fits against it. Maybe there was their own will, but the Chiefs defense is legit. And I do think that people are starting to figure out the book a little bit on this Niners passing game and Brock Purdy a little bit. And obviously you still have McCaffrey, so that can help. But, like these playoffs, we haven't seen these big play action passes from Purdy much at all. And that's what the Chiefs are so good at, is the secondary. And so I think that is going to be a little bit difficult for him. I think Purdy's going to have to be to win this game. I think he's going to have to take checkdowns. I think he's going to have to use his legs, which we've seen him do. I think that's how they're going to win. I don't think that would open up your play action. I don't think, they're going to be able to just come out and run that kind of stuff against the Chiefs because that's what they're going to be ready for. So I think Purdy has to be conservative like Tom Brady. Matt's so used to that. Just take what's there. You got to take checkdowns. He's a big play guy. And, I don't want him to lose the aggressiveness, but he's got to be conservative. But I worry a little bit about that. I don't know how he'll be.
Down the field or 40 yards down the field, right?
Right. See, I don't know how he's going to, respond. It obviously hasn't looked the best these playoffs. And I don't think the Niners defense is that good still. I don't think it's bad, but it just hasn't looked the same either. And maybe they can right the ship, but I think Mahomes has been the thing that's impressed me the most about Mahomes is what I just mentioned, what Purdy needs to do. He's been so conservative, I think. He's been doing such a good job taking what's there. He's been playing like Brady. He's, way more shorter passes. He's not necessarily being as reckless or careless as years past. He's, and they've obviously started to figure it out now, but they had those struggles. And I think that's what helped him realize just take what's there. He's, especially the playoffs, he's just taken the check down if it's there, taking the easy pass, And so I think they're going to run it up and down the field, the Niners, personally. And so I'm going to go Chiefs. It pains me to say it. I'd love to see Purdy win. And Mr. Irrelevant to knock off Mahomes would be so funny because how could Mr. Irrelevant beat, as you said, Matt, the greatest quarterback we've seen probably for a while now outside of Brady? How could he really be that good if he loses to Mr. Irrelevant? Because he was the last pick and who Sam thinks is the weakest quarterback to be in a Super Bowl in recent memory. But
I do have to say, I don't really like it when people say, oh, like Mr. Irrelevant's going to beat Mahomes, because really, did he? No, they didn't play against each other. things like that, right? But
Well, I'm just saying if he did, I mean, that just means
I'm just saying, like, just in general, because quarterbacks don't play each other, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they play the defenses of their teams, right? And I think that was the whole point of everyone's like, oh, Brady's been carried by his defenses, which, Brady's defenses usually were pretty good because of Bill Belichick. However, Brady did have to make those throws. And I think that has been the difference between this 49ers team and the Chiefs team. The 49ers team, I believe, has a lot more talented players on the team. I mean, look at the offense side of the ball. Okay, yeah, we'll take Mahomes over Purdy, Kittle over Kelsey. I mean, Kelsey over Kittle, But then after that, you're taking Rishi Rice over Debo? Probably not. Are you taking whoever the next guy is over Ayuk? Probably not. Are you taking Pacheco or Clyde Edward-Helaire over McCaffrey? No. Right? So position-wise, very, goes towards the Niners, but the Chiefs are playing like a team, and their defense is very good. They play as a team. They don't try to do individual junk. And I think that's like sometimes the differences between good defenses and bad defenses is you play as a team and you know where everyone is. And their scheme is great. I believe it's Steve Spagnuolo, if I'm not correct, has been the coach. And he's done a great job. And, Tony Romo, I actually love listening to him, but he says Spags, what they call him. He does a great job in the playoffs. Like, he knows like what people want to do and disrupts it. So I'm very interested to see how this defense is going to like play against the Niners defense, because I don't know if you do zone, if you do man, if you're doing a 4-3. Man, I would like to see man because it'd be kind of fun to see, who matches up on who. Do I think that's the best for the Chiefs? I don't think so, but this defense is very legit. Like I said, I still think the Ravens beat themselves. They should have ran the ball. I think that is the one thing that the Chiefs are not necessarily the best at. I feel like they go in spurts of being good against the run, because if you watch the Bills game, they were terrible against the run until like the fourth quarter when it really mattered. And then they locked in, right? So I think there's some of that's going on. So overall, I actually think this matchup is a lot more even than maybe what you think, Charles, of, oh man, their defense is so good and everything, because I don't really trust the offense as much as I used to of the Chiefs, because they don't do as much of the big plays. However, like you said, I think Mahomes is getting into that Brady era mindset of, oh, I can take the 15-yard completion instead of the 50-yard maybe interception. Like, that sounds good to me. I'll take the 15 yards, right? Because we want Mahomes on the field. That's the whole thing for the Chiefs. They want Mahomes on the field. So I think this matchup is going to be really good. I really try to find it within myself to root for the Chiefs, and I can't, because I just do not like them. However, if I had to put money on a team to win, I would put it on the Chiefs. So, like,
that might be the first time I ever heard him say that.
Hey, just, Sam, you heard it once. You don't need to hear it again.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for the 49ers because I do want Brock Purdy to get that ring, and I want Nick Wright to be proven wrong, put some respect on Purdy's name. But the Chiefs are a really good team, and it does feel like this is a New England Patriots team. Like, when I look at that team, I'm like, ugh, this is a New England Patriots team.
Two things real quick, and then you can go, Sam, about Matt's argument, I should say. So one, the quarterback thing you mentioned, you don't like how people say that. Well, it's technically true. If the Niners win, Brock Purdy beat Mahomes, technically. So I don't know why you're arguing that, because he technically beat him. And
well, you can say Fred Warner beat Mahomes.
I mean, he did, yeah. You could say that.
But see that, but that's the thing, is like, that's more believable because he's on defense, right? He directly affects Mahomes. Whereas, does Purdy directly affect Mahomes? No.
Your argument should just be the Niners beat the Chiefs, and you shouldn't even mention players in that case. That would have been a better argument, but you didn't think of that or say that, but that's okay. Anyways, number 2. You also mentioned this is a little bit of shot at me. You said, I think it's going to be closer than Charles thinks. I never said that wasn't going to be close. I didn't even give a score prediction, but I think it's going to be close. So you didn't even let me say that. You just assumed. So thank you, I guess. Well, just wanted to bring that up.
You just apparently talk about the 49ers. You didn't give any love. So
no, I mean the 49ers, man. I gave them great. I think I gave them the biggest compliment. I said they've figured out how to win games in these playoffs. That's the one thing they've really done. They from behind.
Defense wasn't that good.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of not.
Leads to the points, right? So if your defense isn't good, it means people are going to.
Okay, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said it's not that. Like I'd say top half, but like near the bottom of top half. Okay. That's what I meant by that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's fair.
I don't think they're a top defense like people say. I personally don't see it. That's more the point I meant.
No, I think the Ravens and Chiefs had the 2 best defenses in the playoffs, so I would agree.
I would like to take a step back too on what I previously said about Brock Purdy being one of the worst QBs to make the Super Bowl in recent times. I actually want to say Nick Foles was probably the worst QB to make the Super Bowl. And do you know who they beat, Matt? They beat the Patriots.
So if you're going off of that, yes, like career, yeah, but like Nick Foles in that playoffs, especially that Super Bowl, was amazing. You got to say
that's true. He was very good, but career-wise, he's
yeah.
Sorry,
I mean,
and real quick to add to that, Nick Foles, Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo, those are 3 quarterbacks I think are worse than Brock Purdy. So Sam's argument is really invalid. But
I don't know about that.
You literally told me you'd rather have Brock Purdy over Jared Goff, and Jared Goff made it 5 years ago.
Yeah, but you keep bringing up my boy Jimmy G. I don't think you can keep disrespecting him like that. He's a good.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying Brock Purdy's better, at least in my eyes.
I agree that Brock Purdy is better than Nick Foles. Yes,
and Jimmy G.
They got rid of Jimmy G because they had Purdy.
You're only saying that because of what he did in the Super Bowl the first time 4 years ago. He gifted you guys that Super Bowl.
He didn't gift it to us. He
wrapped it up in a bow.
He kind of did. He really sucked in that fourth quarter.
He wrapped it in like a million zip ties, though. He didn't make it easy.
If the Niners have a lead in the fourth quarter, Brock Purdy, they're not going to lose that game because they're so good when they have leads.
That's not true. No way, Charles. The Chiefs are like the best team ever when they play in a deficit. We have like 1,000,001
record. Brock Purdy's undefeated when he has a lead in the fourth quarter.
Brock Purdy, he loses by 3 points. He offs himself. And
something has to give, right? If you guys only have 60 yards in the second half, that's not going to win the Super Bowl. You're not going to beat the Niners doing that. So,
we
better hope that doesn't happen.
We beat the Ravens, and we thought they're the best team in the league.
Well, yeah, but then their offensive coordinator, their quarterback, and their coach decided I don't know what they were thinking.
Well, that actually, Charles, goes back to what you're talking about, Mike Shanahan. He usually is not a good QB when they play in a deficit, and that might just be what is going to happen on Sunday.
Here's my question. As a Chiefs fan, would you rather play the 49ers offense or the Baltimore Ravens offense?
That's a good question. Well, I do respect both offenses because I think both are really good. Both have their own unique special attributes, I think. The 49ers, obviously, with McCaffrey, I think they have, bar none, the best running offense in the league just with him. Now, when you put the QB into point 2, I think the Ravens are a little bit of a better running offense with Lamar, but I think both were pretty scary. It was a pretty bonehead decision by the Ravens to not utilize Lamar for what he's good for and what he's won 2 MVPs for at this point. I will say the main thing that I'm kind of scared of going into this matchup is if the Chiefs can stop McCaffrey or not, because their run defense has been iffy all year. And
do you think they can stop Debo, Ayuk, and Kittle?
Yeah, I think so.
I'd actually second that. I do too.
Yeah, we have.
Hey, I'm just asking. I'm asking probing questions here.
I think the X factor for the Niners, I know it's off topic, is George Kittle, though. I think he's the one who's going to get more one-on-ones than anyone.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see with George Kittle for sure. But personally, I think the X factor for the 49ers would be McCaffrey. if there's anyone that's going to stop McCaffrey, it would be one of our linebackers or Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton's also a linebacker for the Chiefs. They're good, but we don't have the best linebacker core in the league, so it might be a little tough to stop McCaffrey. But I think as for receivers, we have Snead, we have McDuffie. I mean, those are two of probably the 5 best corners in the league. That's being generous, I think, too. But I think Spags got our back, though. In Spags, we trust. I'll just say that. I think he's going to carry us. It'll be a good game on Sunday. I'll be optimistic about it. And if Brock Purdy wins, that'll make for an amazing story.
You guys low-key might want to give Purdy some attention and have a QB spy on him with what he did against the Lions and the Packers.
Oh my gosh.
Look, I mean, hey man, if that's why he should scramble. I don't think they're going to have a quarterback spy necessarily in the beginning. If he starts getting yards escaping, and they might honestly make that change, and that'll open up, the field a little bit. But let me hit Sam with one more quick fact about Purdy. So I mentioned he's undefeated when he has a lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's actually undefeated when trailing in the playoffs. He hasn't lost yet when he's trailed in the playoffs, besides the Eagles game, but that doesn't count. He got hurt. So technically he's undefeated when it counts when trailing. So either or, I think we're good here with the Niners, whether they're winning or not. I think we're
okay. There is that fact, but what is the sample size of? Like what, 7 games now? 6?
Well, the playoff one is only 2 games, but I
yeah,
decline to answer that.
only 2 games. And if you're counting last year, that's like 5 or 4 games.
Well, and this year, I mean, when they've had leads, they've won. All the games they lost, they were trailing in the fourth quarter.
I mean, that is true. That is true. I mean, I will stand by the statement that Brock Purdy is a system QB. I mean, he's definitely impressive to be able to get to the Super Bowl like this, but you can't deny that he's not a system QB.
I hate that one too. I will stand on that hill. I hate the system QB. I hate that.
Do you not think he is then?
Every quarterback is a system quarterback.
Well, that's true.
Quarterback. Brady is a system quarterback. Purdy is a system quarterback. Everyone is a system quarterback. That's the whole point. Think about it. When you go to college, do you choose the college because you like the weather? Some people do. But for the quarterback, what's the most important thing? The system. What is the one thing in the NFL that you don't get to choose? The system. When you get drafted, right? Caleb Williams, he will probably go first overall to whoever has it. If it's the Bears, whatever. If he goes to the Bears, do you think Caleb Williams is going to love that system? Do you think he's going to work? He might not. However, if he doesn't work, they might, he's a crappy quarterback. No, he just doesn't have the right system for him, right? Purdy has the right system for him. Now, to be able to make the throws that he does makes him the good quarterback, because even if you have a good system in place, you still have to make the throws, right? And, I mean, if anything, the best system quarterback, and he said it himself, was Alex Smith, which I believe 100%. Really good system quarterback. But I just hate that, because you have to make the throws too. Like, you can be put in the best system, but if like here's the thing, like Sam, if we put you, an average Joe, in that New England dynasty, do you guys win Super Bowls? No, you're probably going to get benched or cut within the first year. Right, we'll even put, let's say,
that's a terrible analogy, by the way, but whatever.
Fine. Hey, we'll put Dan Orlovsky in the Niners quarterback's room. Do you think they win win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think he's pretty talented.
I mean, they could, right? But he still has to make the throws, right? So even though the system's the same, they could win a lot of games, but not win it. I mean, that's like example was Matt Castle in the Patriots system when they went 11-5. Then went to your Chiefs, and you guys ran him out of town for Alex Smith because,
I do actually want to give a quick shout out to Dan Orlovsky. I did see in the Pro Bowl games. I was watching a little bit of that a couple nights ago, and he actually won one of the QB skills competitions.
He did.
The farthest, more accurate throw.
Yeah, I saw that, by the way.
That's impressive.
Maybe he could have succeeded. Okay, so real quick, I have a couple things. Sam, if you call him a system quarterback, what is he then? What other term would you wait,
What,
yeah, you call him. All right, so Matt, what would you call him? Sorry, I realized I
okay,
messed it up.
yeah, that
If he's
makes
not a
sense.
system quarterback, or I guess he is, what yeah. Or
Oh, so, wait, so you
wait.
system
No,
Q
sorry. I
bro?
got so riled up by Sam. No, sorry, Sam.
I
What
do
would you
that.
call Patrick Mahomes then as a quarterback? If Purdy's a system quarterback, other guys are. What is Mahomes? What
Oh,
would you use it for that term?
that's I mean I like to I like to make I like to call him a certain name throughout a lot of periods this year because he's definitely showed out as for his own skills. He's kind of carried the whole team on his back through a few different weeks during the regular season. I always try to call him a playmaker because true, I will agree with Matt. Brock Purdy does make the throws, which are pretty impressive here and there. But compared to Mahomes, though, I don't think he can make those kind of throws under pressure. Purdy does
Okay.
make long passes from time to time, but that's only when the offense is opened up so much to where the cornerback is not even there. It's like me or Charles on like Fusion Football. We're just throwing the ball out to someone. There's no one nearby him at all. It takes barely any skill. Credit to him, he's making the throws, but it's just not hard to make in the first place.
So
And you
so
don't
so the higher tier in your opinion, you call them playmaking quarterbacks kind of, and the
exactly.
guys like Purdy are system, so they don't necessarily okay. Those scrambles were kind of playmaker-ish, but all right, Matt. Now,
They're
what do you think
wide
about this tag on Purdy? Do you think Purdy's more of a game manager or a game changer? And what do you think of that kind of tag?
I think in certain situations he's both.
Well, what do you think he's more of overall, or what have you seen more of, would you say?
Well, from where the 49ers were to where they are now, game changer.
What do you say, Sam?
Well, that's tough because I mean that would kind of go back if I put him in the same name as Mahomes because I would think Mahomes is the game manager.
Your
But
changer, you mean?
no, he would. Well, he's also the game changer, but I would agree with
Oh,
your first argument that he's more
that
of
is
the
true.
because
Yeah.
the Chiefs want Mahomes on the field. They want to win that time possession battle, and if they don't win it, then their chances of losing goes down, or chances of winning goes down the drain. But
Well, let's be real. Mahomes is a game changer. Like we can all
Yeah.
say it
well, he
confidently.
definitely
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah. He's a game changer.
I mean,
Yes.
So
I
would you
guess.
be willing to say Purdy is a game changer?
Well, I was gonna say, I was just about to say, I don't know if I'm too salty or not to say that Purdy is also a game changer.
Oh, you will
He's
give him that respect.
he
Okay.
though, so he is a game changer. I'll give him that.
I like
So sure,
Matt's
call him a game.
analogy. Where they were to where they are now, I think that's good.
Mm.
But I will say Purdy has unraveling in him, kind of like Sam in Football Fusion. We saw the Ravens game. We've seen him unravel, so that's the only thing that scares me.
True.
But
The
the thing is,
playoffs though, he's kept it together.
but here's the thing. Every quarterback has those games where they unravel. Even Mahomes has those games, where he throws 2 or 3 picks. Like we've seen it this year, right? You're getting mad at receivers, etc. Right? So that to me is why I get really frustrated with that kind of stuff because at the end of the day, I know we use those words, right? Like, oh, they're a playmaker, they're a game changer, they're a game manager. Well, if they're really the GOAT or like a good quarterback, they're all those things. It just depends on situation, right? Like as Sam says, at some point, the Chiefs want Mahomes to be on the field more. So he is a game manager. Sometimes when they don't have a lot of possession, they want him to be a game changer, right? And sometimes when they really need something, he needs to be a playmaker. And what do they fall under? The system, right? So that's kind of how I look at all that stuff is because you have the system as the big umbrella, and then underneath there's each pillars. You have the game changing, the game managing, and the playmaking. And it just depends on what we've seen more from a team. The Chiefs, high-powered, big play. That's why we would consider him a playmaker. 49ers, I would say, a little bit more reserved, and they have game changers around him, and that's why they call him a game manager or system QB. So
Matt would do great in the media because he does not really use the common media sports media terms, I would say. He goes against it, so it'd make for good TV.
Hey, but here's the thing. I am willing to listen. Like, if you said who's better, Patrick Mahomes, 100%. Who would I? I'm not like Max Kellerman, where death beam at me and picking Andre Iguodala. Like, no, I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. Back in the day, I'm picking Tom Brady, but right now I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. So do I think Mahomes is better than Purdy? Yeah, there's a reason why Mahomes is a first-round pick and Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. But does it mean that both aren't good? No, right? Sometimes natural talent doesn't equate to success all the time. I mean, look at some of these busts, right? I mean, even
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, great arm, kind of a bust. Patrick Mahomes, great arm, but also great decisions up here, playmaking, right? So there's a lot of those different things. So anyways, I know we're really over time, but I like this discussion. I think it's really good, and I think we're going to get a great Super Bowl. I really do. I think this one's going to be very even, and because of that, and before we end, because we're already at an hour, sorry, Charles, I want to know who you guys pick, what the score is, and then we can sign off.
I'm curious. We should make a bet on when the next episode, but we actually hit time on will be. Well, because we always go over. But hey, it's playoff football, man. It's playoff football.
It is playoff football.
I think the Chiefs win. I think the Chiefs get to. I think they'll score 30. I think they win like 30-24, maybe. Feeling that kind of range.
Okay. Well, back to what Matt was saying originally too. I like to backtrack in these podcasts. Matt was saying Brock Purdy has never had a game where he's unraveled in this kind of scenario, especially in the playoffs.
That was Charles. That wasn't me.
Oh, well,
what?
when
No. Here, this is what let me set the facts straight. I have to do that because Matt always forgets.
Because what I said.
Matt's always wrong.
I forgot too.
What I said about unraveling, I said everyone has had those games, like Mahomes, because he talked about Purdy unraveling on Christmas Day against
Ravens, and then the 3-game losing streak. He honestly kind of unraveled.
And I said everyone's had those. Mahomes, like all the good quarterbacks, have unraveled at a certain point. That's all I said.
Purdy's had 4 in 20 or so games. That's a little high for.
Okay, that's fair. I thought you said 20 years. I was like, what? I mean, I guess you're right.
But you are right, Matt. You're definitely right. But 4 in one season is a little there's a little bit. At least for me, it raises a little bit of question.
Yeah.
Not like a crazy concern by any means. Not a concern, but I am I did see that. So.
I'm right. What Charles is saying is right, but I mean, I would definitely be concerned. I think Brock Purdy is due. He's absolutely due for an unraveling game in the playoff. I would be nice, though, for the 49ers. I'm going to say, a cool, 34-17 Chiefs.
I thought maybe you were going to go Seahawks Broncos 2014 type of vibe with unraveling, like a 40-10.
Yeah, not too bad of a beating. I mean, Brock Purdy will definitely get a taste, and he'll get some good experience in the Super Bowl, but Mahomes is going to come out on top. 3rd Super Bowl in 5 years. Put it in the books.
Well, I'm going to go with the 49ers winning 30-23.
Sam talked him out of his original pick because he was like, I think I'm going to pick the Niners.
I was going to say, I thought you said you're going to Chiefs.
Or the Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I said in my heart, I said in my mind, yeah, I'm putting money on the Chiefs. However, I'm not betting any money on this. This is what the heart wants, dog.
Oh, okay, that's fair, but I mean,
here's the thing.
Hey, Matt just enjoys being wrong sometimes. It's all right.
Hey, here's the thing. If this would be like if you picked the Patriots, Sam, during the dynasty, you never would do that.
Yeah, I guess no.
Hey, I actually pick with my mind because I don't let emotion take over. That's what gets me burned in the sports media.
Well, you know what? I've changed. heart and mind are now one. 49ers are winning 30-23.
Matt's always been a heart bias guy. His picks are always biased, and we all know it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Hey, but guess who usually is right?
well, I mean, I
You
can't.
picked the Diamondbacks to win the World Series. That was wrong.
If you were so confident in the 49ers, though, I would want you to put money on it if you're an analyst.
Okay, put a penny.
That would make me question your decision if you say you still put the money on the Chiefs, though.
I'll put money on both.
No, you need to put
What?
money on the 49ers if you think they're going to win.
Well, if you put $50 on each team, wouldn't you make a profit? Because one of them's
Yeah.
no. Well, I don't know how that works. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
supposed to do our bets with you. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
It depends on the money line, but I'm saying Matt, if he has the heart of, he picks the winning team. He should not put money on the losing team.
Fine, Sam. I will put money on the 49ers to win the game.
Yes, put all your money on the 49ers. I mean, I would be sad as a friend to see you lose that money, but
How about $49? Because it's episode 49 and it's the 49ers.
Put $49 on the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy.
So if you lose, you owe Sam and I $49, right?
You
That's what we're agreeing to?
$49 for that take.
No, I don't owe both of you 49. You split it.
Well, that's what I meant, like total.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if
Actually,
I'm not agreeing to this. Actually, this is only between you and Sam.
I'm not really agreeing with it too. I'm just more picking fun at you. But you owe us $49 and that LeBron song that you lost a challenge to like 3 months ago.
How about this? I will actually do the LeBron song if the 49ers lose. And I will add a little Mahomes line in there for you.
We can meet in the middle. I agree with that. That's a good deal.
That's fair. I mean, I think yesterday would have been a perfect day to do something like that because the Mamba statue got unveiled.
LeBron, do not different.
So we have a LeBron song with a Mahomes appearance potentially coming up from Matt.
I'll even do it in Mahomes' voice too for the line.
Oh, that would be nice.
Well,
I'm excited to see that.
I think that's a great compromise, and I'm excited now. And part of me now wants the Chiefs to win a little more because of that. So
yeah, I agree.
49ers win. Sam has to put Brock Purdy as his avatar for the fantasy league for the whole year next year.
What?
You did it for like half a year already, actually.
I don't know about that. That was McCaffrey.
Oh, no, remember it was Purdy at first? You're like, Purdy's my dad. It was a picture of him.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
No, but it has to be Purdy, and his team name has to be like.
Why does Sam have to do something when this is technically something that you lost originally, the LeBron song, and we're giving you a chance to get out of it?
Because it's fun to see Sam squirm during the little playoffs. It's kind of fun.
He wants to double or nothing.
Want to double or nothing?
You gotta make a whole song about Mahomes then in that case.
I mean,
LeBron.
Yeah, I already rode McCaffrey all year last year in the fantasy league.
Well,
what more do I have to do?
You two can maybe discuss this more on the Discord, and maybe we'll let you know what happens if something is decided.
Anyways,
because we'll spend another 10 minutes talking about what we should do for a bet.
You're right.
Go, Charles. So
it'll be in the works.
Ooh, that was good. I feel that was good. I feel like I gave a lot into it because I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
We will end the podcast here, and will Sam and Charles make fun of me when the 49ers lose? Probably, and that's okay, because guess what? They're not my team. Patriots already have 6 rings. I don't really care. But we appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. We're really happy that we're able to do this again. We're happy for Sam and that he has some big adult moves coming up here soon, and he's willing to be on the pod with us. Thankful for Charles and all that he brings to the table, and that his Ravens lost. I mean, what?
Whoa.
I have a sick background.
That's
what I bring. That's about all I bring.
Background, and it looks like I just am the village idiot on the podcast. So
I won't say that, Matt. Come on.
Oh, okay.
We still love you, Matt. Don't worry.
I bring the end
topics.
We might like to give you flag for 49ers.
You know what I can't wait for, especially if the Chiefs win, we have to hear Sam talk about it. I can't wait when we talk about golf on this podcast.
Yo, golf would be sick.
After the Super Bowl, we're kind of dead period until March Madness, honestly, in sports.
Masters, Waste Management Open. Come on, Sam.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do my homework on golf after this. I'm
You
not
are.
opposed to it. I like golf.
There
I
we
just
go.
want to be good at it, but I suck at it.
You know, it could be a good. I know that's off topic, but last thing, you know, it could be a good challenge or bet if someone loses. They got to go play like 9 holes only using the driver. Take forever.
That oh my gosh,
That would
yeah,
take you so long. Oh my
That'd be
gosh.
funny.
that would be fun though.
But
Well,
yes, this is
49 in the books.
maybe
A win is
lucky
podcast.
49ers. We'll see.
No,
All right. Well, yeah, we have a Chiefs fan, so he's going to say no. But
we gave it to them like 4 Super Bowls ago. We're gonna do it to them again. It's fine.
Alrighty, everybody.
Hey,
That does it for us. Peace.
Yep.
see you guys.